Good morning. So I'm feeling great. And this is Charlie and Marley are with me. Now I call them Char and Mar for short. Getting too much to say. Anyway, today's going to be a little different. I did get up. I told you I was going to have to finish that ice code review. Um, when you get a product, you sign a contract, and you have a time limit in that contract. If I don't complete that contract, I'm afraid I might get a bad reputation, and then I would never get anything else to review. It's just simply I'm going to plug it in, which I did this morning. I went out to the van. I think 4 days. I think 4 days in bed is enough. Enough. I need to do something. And probably I'll be taking a long nap this afternoon. But anyway. So I'm just going to plug it in. I put a temperature gauge inside. Once it cools down to the 30, I believe I've changed it to 30. I think I've got it 35 degrees. I'm going to simply pull the plug out and shut it down. The reason I'm doing all of this is a test I don't normally do, but when one of my refrigerators died, I used it as a cooler, and I noticed it's one of the best coolers in the world. Now, I'm not going to spend $300 or $400 on a cooler. It doesn't have a motor. It doesn't stay. You're feeding it ice. So I believe this is probably, even if you had no solar, which I have other things I wanted to show you, but that may have to wait. Even if you don't have a solar, this may be the best cooler you ever buy. So instead of spending $300 or $400 on just a cooler, you could buy this and use it as a cooler. It'd be better than anything I think you've ever bought as far as cooler goes. It's not heavy. Many of the bigger coolers are heavy, empty. It will hold a lot, but you use less ice with it. And by doing this and testing it and finding out how many hours it lasts without any ice, anything else, just cooling inside, then you can kind of figure out how long your ice is going to last. I mean, it'll be double the time if you've got ice in there. I just want to see how well it holds the coolness. How good is the insulation? So that's one project. So the other project I told you about, I won't complete it. I don't have a contract on it, except with you guys. I'm going to try and show you. There's my design right there, and here's the fabric for my jacket. Now that jacket's got to be at least 20 years old or older. I have taken it apart. It will be a pattern, and I thought I would show you this fabric. I don't know if the next 3 days I wanted to show you how to cut it out. I knew I couldn't finish sewing it together, but I wanted to show you how to cut it out and using the pattern from your previous clothing. So this may not happen, but it might. Depends, I'm trying not to overexert myself. So, and this will be my last day at my daughter-in-law's, and I will not probably see Marley for at least 2 months. I'm not happy about that. Marley's my buddy. I mean, yeah, she hasn't left my side since yeah. Anyway, so I'm a little upset about leaving her, but it's for her benefit. And her and Charlie get along great, and Angie and the kids love her to death, and she is happy with it. There she is. There she is. So, it's just me. I'm so attached. And she's really attached to me, guys. Yeah. So, I thought I would show you. This is where they took blood. Now, it's 4 days later. So, this is when they really aren't very good at their job. And here, you see that little mark? No bruising, no nothing. That's where they put the catheter, or whatever it was they put up there, and they opened it up. Now, I had a reaction, and I get welts and it itches for days and days, and Unfortunately, I don't scratch it during the day, but I definitely must be scratching it at night. But now, if you look on my other arm, this person knew what they were doing. Look, that's where the catheter was. Is there any bruising? Is there any bleeding? No. So, now, so we've discussed why that, and I had a comment. And it was not a rude comment. It was not a nasty comment. It was meant to, it was meant with all good intentions. I don't talk religion much to you guys, but I have many times. I have just not preached it. I have not made it the biggest part of the video. I've told you about the polio, and let me get straight to the point. I have never, ever, as a child, he has done so much for me. I have never felt good enough, my life good enough for God. I have strived my whole life to be the child he wants me to be. I will continue to strive. I never feel good enough. I have never felt good enough to preach to others. I don't throw out verses. I am trying to live a truly Christian life. What he wants me to do, and I think one of the most, and this is my opinion, one of the most important things he wants me to do is to live the life. Not just preach it, not just go to church and with all the others just talk it, but to live it. So, no, I don't go to church every Sunday. In my mind, I'm with God every day. So, everybody has a different way. And I won't go into why I don't belong to one church. I've been Baptist. I've been baptized Baptist. I have been baptized Presbyterian. I have been Lutheran, Methodist, all churches. Because remember, my mother died. My mother was Baptist. After that, with every family member I went to or wherever I ended up, I went to their church. And I baptized in their church if they baptized. I just remember I've been baptized like 3 times under the water. But it's not about the church to me. It's not about that, and I don't want to talk religion here, but I do want to make you understand it's not about the church and your tithing. It's not about that. It's your living, and my tithing is trying to give to others and help others and do the right thing. That's just me. I can't walk in everyone's shoes. I haven't had everyone's experiences, so I try never to judge anybody. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to make this a lecture. I'm giving you my thoughts and my opinions and how I try to live my life. And I do fight the decision to turn it over. I got to be honest with you. This whole scenario, I was not turning it over. I said, I can handle this. I can do I wasn't turning it over. The minute I turned it over to God and said, I'm at peace, whatever you decide, and I really am, it's just been everything's just kind of dropped from my shoulders. And you don't have to believe this. I don't really care. It's my belief. It doesn't have to be yours. But anyway, I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. No, I'm trying not to overdo. And that's very hard for me because I have a list of things I have to do. And I'm never going to do them all before I go in, you know. I just have all of this. I've stopped worrying about the channel. It is what it will be. And I'm sure I have one subscriber coming, and she asked me if she could come see me. It's probably going to be a nursing home. That's what everybody tells me. That's what I've seen. while I'm there. And yeah, and then we can film. I got plans. So if you guys want to come see me in the nursing home, let me know. If you're in the Sacramento area, because that's where I'm going to be, in Sacramento, at the hospital there. Well, I don't know exactly where, so don't ask. But when I go into recuperation after the surgery, maybe a week or two after, and I can start seeing subscribers. Why not? Why not come and visit me? Well, I don't know if they'll let it. But anyway, Brenda and I are planning. She's planning on coming down. She's a couple hours away, and she's going to visit me. And maybe we'll do a video. So I'm optimistic. Very. And today is a good day. I had 3 bad days, but I'm all positive, and I'm all ready, and I'm totally at peace with everything. So thank you for watching. I'm trying to do this daily blog because you're not going to get many when I get in there, but maybe not. Who knows? I'm taking my tripod and my camera with me. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for viewing, and don't forget that like button. It really, really helps. And sharing really helps. I'll see you next time.